Kya Simul! Welcome to a new episode of where I am going to talk about my life, or rather, make up things about as we did in one of the previous videos. I think it was the one just before this. So what are we doing here now? We are going back exactly where we left off, and we'll go make a new story for me. I want to be pathetic, as I said before. I want to be the most pathetic person ever because I don't want to. As I said, I don't want to. I don't want to make my office people be aware about myself. Yes, that is what I wanted to say. Now, since that is done and we know that I want to do that, now let's go to the decisions which we have taken in the last video where you might want to see it. I'll just give a recap and then I have removed the reasonings there. Okay, I hope my screen is visible. Ha ha ha. So, decisions taken now. I am Ashu, that's a decision I have taken. I have slash had a wife called Disha Chakraborty and two kids, Sandhya and Roshan Chakraborty. Okay, done. Where did we meet? I decided last video that we met in school. How did we meet? I'll continue on this. Okay, so how did we meet in school? Class 8 is a good starting point, is what we said. These are all which was there like last video, and I'll just say like recap here again. As I said, second and third rank in class. Someone saw another than this mark sheet and went to complain regarding this. This pissed me off. I asked them to mind their own business, which led them to cry. And this resulted in school punishing me because yada yada yada. The teachers are always partial towards girls and all. Ha 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 ha. She felt bad about me being suspended, and yeah, from there I forgave her and we started to talk more. This led us to good friends, but not having any labels. Parents got to know in class 12, which got a little bit fight. We don't. Oh, you know what? This is derived from another friend of mine. So all of the stories here, like they have some semblance of truth because I have been looking into other people's lives for reference because I I don't have any reference of this. And as I said, I do not believe in love. I'll never believe in love. So I can take stories from my friends because you know what, they did some pretty shitty stuff, and I can take it. I have not asked them for their permission, but I don't need to ask them for the permission. I just take it. Okay. Now what happened? Where was I? Where did we leave off? Okay, friends girl, but I tried contacting even in that one. Okay, we did not talk to each other for 1 year, but I tried contacting in that 1 year. Hometown makes interesting nostalgic. Right now, I'm on the second year of college. Durga Puja, CH area. Maybe randomly bumped into each other. She might have been a notable wife. I don't care about this. Okay, we just talked. We just talked. Okay, so what happened next? Let me think. So what happened next? Next, I think what would have happened is we could have. Let me think. Let me think. Uh, after we saw that something like this has happened, we just bumped into each other. We assumed that okay, this is just childish stuff. Parents scolding us is not for the basis for a relationship to end unless it's an immature relationship. So that's what I called her, an immature to her face, and she laughed. Maybe, who knows? Or rather, you know what, I could go back to what my friend to one of my friend's story where I did not bump into her. She bumped into me and said, "Kya hua Simbol?" You know what? I'll go with that. I'll change it. You know what? Let me go back to this. Area mein we randomly bumped each other. We just talked. She said, "Kya hua Simbol?" Because this is an important thing. She said something like scene bowl, and then we bawa scene bowl, and then we started talking. Okay, now that is established, what happened next? We just like start talk because Durga Puja, everyone is happy, everyone is having the time of the life. So what we will do right now is we just talk. So what will happen here is uh, we continued talking. Maybe we continued talking, and one thing led to the other. Maybe one thing led to the other, and after that, what happened? After that, one thing led to the other, and then we just kept talking to each other because maybe our areas of interest are common. So if our areas of interest have to be common, then her interests need to match to mine. So what interests can we have? Food is obviously one of them. She has to be a foodie. So maybe yes, she likes. You know what? No, she likes veg food. Yeah, she's a foodie, but I'll tell you why she likes veg food. I am thinking two steps ahead. This will come back. This will it will come together later. Whatever. So okay, now what we will do is we continue talking, and one thing led to other, and we talked for a long time. Sure, makes sense. When we were talking, one thing's led to another, and when we were talking, one thing's led to another, and this time, oh, since I'm pathetic, I fell for her. Fuck me. Okay, so since I fell for her, then then our texts were more like, me bullying her playfully. Let me say that. Then select to other and me being a dumb ass, I fell for her and started uh, playfully bullying her. You know what? Another idea. Maybe I broke a wishing willow and asked to whoever the wishing willow wishes go to that maybe she loved me more than anyone else in the world. Ha 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 ha. Ha. No, I won't do that. Chalo, ठीक है. What next? What next? What's next? We playfully bullying her, and then I like it. It went on like it went naturally because if I go t no, it would be more sappy if I go and tell her ki nahi, you know what, I do love you and I want to be with you for the rest of my godforsaken life. Yeah, that makes sense more. That makes sense to me more. So what we will do here is then I went to her one day, one fine day, I went to her when I could not stop myself anymore. And people, just so that you get one thing clear, when someone says something like this, that I can't hold it in anymore, I have to tell you that I have to talk to you about something, we need to talk. They are not, thinking about things. They are fucking horny. Just keep that in mind. You who are listening, keep that in mind, fuckers. Okay. So one day I went to her when I said I could not stop myself anymore and I wanted to live with her forever. And I wanted to live with her forever. She laughed. Okay. Mm, mm. Yes. Hear me out. Hear me out. She laughed. Initially everyone laughs. No one thinks that you're serious as a guy. That is what basically I've seen. Because if I now relate it to people who are in my life and what I've seen and what I've heard, if you go and randomly say one day that what, I've been falling for you, I want blah, 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 she will say go fuck yourself. I don't even know who you are, and no, this is like too creepy, and that is the like worst case scenario. Of course, the best case scenario is hey, hey, chibi, 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 something like that. You know what? And that is like a good thing. Hmm. I think it's a best case scenario of the two. I know there are people who like when they say something like this and the answer is like yeah, yes, I want it, yay. I have not seen it in my friend's life, so you know what? Or maybe I've not heard it first time. Maybe chalo theek hai. Let's go with that. I've not heard it first time. So she laughed. She laughed. So when she laughed after that, like, let me storyboard out throughout. So she laughed. After that, she laughed. I felt bad, of course. So I am a Ashik at heart, and lady killer. No, not a lady killer Romeo. I'm not Ashik at heart, sure. And this hurt me very much, and I stopped talking to her because I'm an immature piece of shit. And then once I stopped talking to her, she also was maybe a little immature and was like, okay, okay, okay. If you're going to stop talking to me, hey, what is there in my wall there, man? It looks like it's dirty. Actually, I think it's on my screen. Oh yeah, it's on my screen. Okay, so where was I? Yeah, maybe she was also mature and she was like, okay, I might lose a friend who, and this guy, like he's a sappy piece of shit. Maybe I'll say yes. That happens in a lot of cases as well. So yeah, that is what I'll go ahead with. So what she laughed, I stopped talking uh, to her post this, and she thought that Khali Pili she would lose a friend. Everyone immature in the situation, everyone immature in this situation, and which is kind of which is kind of expected. These are kids from small town. Like this is what second year of college, which means we are what uh, second year of college. Maybe no, I was like 18 or 19. So yeah, I think it makes sense. It makes sense. This is actually the time when I started this blog. I might have a blog angle here also somewhere. Maybe later. Okay, Khali PD, she would lose a friend. I mean, I'm in the situation, and we kind of got together. Yeah, and we kind of got together with labels this time. Hey. Okay, then now that we have a label and I am like, the sappy piece of shit, I am happy and I'm like, oh my God, everything that I wanted in life I have now. Now what? Mm, here is where things might start a little stupid. Okay, so second year of college, which means this is 2018, right? Let me write 2018 here because I want to, move things around, move things forward now. So now 2018 is done. We are now, talking every day, this and that, this and that. Now let's start some of the toxic stuff. When I say toxic, what do I mean? Friendships breaking. So as per How I Met Your Mother, every relationship has a reacher and a settler. So in this relationship, of course, since I did all of this happy shit, I'm a reacher, and of course, nahi, matlab, maybe she's a settler here. That is the storyline I'm going with. I want to be pathetic. So for so that people in my office don't question anymore, and they're like, oh my God, let's not talk to him personally anymore, ever. So now what will happen is we are in the situation where. Uh, yeah, as I was saying, she was the settled, I was the reacher. Now, what happened is she would want to rule my life because that is the natural progression of things. Now, when she wants to rule my life, she wants to make sure that she has control over every. Because I also need to, like, throw some tidbits on why we are getting divorced in the future as well, right? Because that is what I'm divorced now. I can't meet my kids. That is what I said in the previous video. Please watch it if you haven't. So, now what we'll do is we will go and say that yeah, okay. She broke some of my friendships. With whom? With people who she deemed as, not up to the mark. And I'm not naming any names because, I have never broken any friendships and I have never had fights with people during class 11, 12, or even in college. And but have talked to all of my friends all the times and I never had any fights. Don't go looking into my blog. But things like that do happen. Maybe I'll pin one of this on her because I was always mature, dude. I am the most mature person I know. You are not mature. I am mature. I am more mature than you. Fuck you. Sorry. So now what we'll do is she broke some of my friendships, which is like a very early red flag. Or maybe, she broke up some of my friendships with people who were not up to the mark. Bruh, broke up. Okay. And made me. Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah. The vegetarian thing. So there's one thing she did. Since she was up to my, she was away from my standard, what she did was, okay. I get it. I got it. Uh, she made me broke some of my friendships with people who I cared about. And okay, I want to also preface this by saying that you never break friendships because of someone else. You break friendships because it's you. You are prioritizing the girl over your bros, and that is always on you. But for the purpose of the story, since I am talking about this to the this people, my colleagues, so I'll be like, this is not my fault. She made me break up with people. She cannot make you break up with people. You are breaking up with people. Breaking up is breaking up with friends. So that is always on you. It is never the person. It is you. Now, having said that, she made me vegetarian. And made me vegetarian because vegetarians are cool, apparently. You know what? Enough cases like this where this is plausible. But if you know me, like, I don't know how much plausible it is, but yeah, sure, plausible. Oh yeah, she also did one more thing. She made me change my taste in movies and music. Now, what has happened? I have seen cases like this. That's why I'm telling this. What happened is I am like this is 2018, right? I think one of the Avengers, the like phase some X final one, whichever the one with Thanos came out, one of them, and I am like you huge Marvel fan. I watched everything that Marvel has produced up until this point, and I want to continue watching Marvel. But since she is the person who is controlling my life right now, and I'm pathetic, I changed my movie taste again. I will tell you that she can't change your movie taste. You are changing your movie taste because you are fucking horny for that woman. And you are changing your taste because you want to do what she wants to do because you want to be with her all the time. So that fuck you. So then, yeah, where was I? I'm being very loud. And to the person, if you ever watch this, I don't think you will. But yeah, I also feel sad for you. Things have happened to you post that, which are not funny, but I really have problems with you. We will talk later. Chalo, take it then. Vegetarians are cool, and yeah, so she changed my movies and music taste. She changed my movies and music taste from hip hip hop culture things like I don't know. Oh yeah, Marvel or pop music or pop music to I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I think I'm just saying that it's a change. So maybe, and also taking the example of what happened with my friend. So, to only Bengali movies, good or bad, with only, I don't know, what is a music taste which is um, with some other type of music taste. I'm not even taking any names. Some other type of music. Again, okay, let me come here. I'm not saying one is good over other. I am not saying that one is good over other. I'm just saying that I like dramatically changed my entire personality from one to the next. I can grow up and then go to like these things when once I am more mature. But at that point of time, I'm just like 18-year-old dude, and I'm doing the things which other 18-year-old dudes are doing, which is watching Marvel movies. So I'm not saying one is good over the other. Now that that has happened, what happens next? All of this has happened, and we are madly in love. I look into her eyes and I see the world. She's the only thing in the world. I don't care about anyone else. I don't care about anything else. All other friends are, like, eh, I don't care about you. This person is the only person I care about. When I look into her eyes, I just feel a sense of happiness. I feel like I have found everything in this world. She's the only thing that I need. Her eyes are like, I look at her and I'm like, wow, nature is excellent. People who go to, mountains and beaches, if you ask me mountain or beach, I would say her eyes. Eyes, what is with me and eyes? Her smile, chalo, her smile. I don't know how to compliment anyone. Okay, maybe, whatever. Like, she is the only thing. She is my world. I don't care about anything or anyone else. Wherever she is, I have to be there. I'm that sort of a dude, right? So since I'm so head over heels with her, and maybe she has some sort of a family pressure, and since I also have to move things along because we have to get divorced as well with two children, we get married. So things go on, toxic things go on. Mm, Even okay, I did not even get to the jealousy angle. I think I'll get to it later. Toxic things go on, and then we get married in 2019. And since I'll change the paragraph now. Sorry for not changing paragraphs. So now we got married. Now I'll also have to show photos of marriage if I get married. No, but I don't have any photos, right? As I told in the previous one, and I haven't still got the time to learn Photoshop. So I'm not doing that. So what I'll actually do is I'll say something like we got a court marriage and did not take any photos because we are marrying against our parents' will, and uh, yeah, because she already got in trouble with her parents because of me in school, I think. Yeah, she got like in trouble with her parents in school. So again, we can't risk parents knowing again. So being in love that we are and not knowing what the gravity of the situation of a marriage is, we got married. Yay, yay, we are getting married. We are two people who are madly in love with each other. We go picnics and stare into each other's faces for the entire time and just do weird shit like, I'm not talking about the weird shit. So yeah, uh, that is too much for me, even for the purpose of the story. And no one will ever have to hear about this, so it doesn't matter what weird shit we did. So okay, now that we got married, do I need any details of the marriage? I don't know. I don't know how court marriages work. That's a good thing we can do. How does court marriage work in India? Maybe. How does court marriage work in okay work in India? Oh, hey, एक second. Hmm. Something is wrong here. So if I marry in 2019, I am 20 years old in 2009. No, 2019 ka November mein I'll be 21, right? So maybe then we have to get married in like November. Uh, Yeah, November of 2019, we have to get married post 10th November somewhere. So I think take the date as post 10th. So maybe I don't want to wait till one more second, so I'll do 11th or something. Yeah, 11th November. Yeah, I'm so horny. Whoa. Yeah, okay. Legal age, the groom must be 21, bride must be at least 18. Okay, both parents are married, divorced, or widowed at the same time. Okay, consent, both are valid consent are closely related with within prohibited degrees of relation. What the fuck are these laws, dude? Or this the AI over कोई और clear? Why is clear tax what? Why is clear tax with? Okay, whatever. I'll just read this at top level. Yeah, I think it's fairly simple. You don't need to objection. Do you need money for the like issue of certificate? 1,500 rupees. I think 1,500 rupees we will have during our this thing. So yeah, we are getting court married. Yay! On 11th November 2019. So please everyone on 11th November, please wish me a happy marriage anniversary. But then again, we are divorced, so don't wish me a happy marriage anniversary on 11th November. Fuck you if you're thinking of wishing me a happy marriage anniversary on 21st November. So what? Okay. Now, okay, moving on. We need also children to come. This is too fast, dude. This is too fast. Uh, okay. Children, first child. Okay. So since we got married in 11th November 2019, what is the earliest we can get the first child? November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. August of 2020 में COVID आ गया. That तरीकी. Okay, so then my wife got pregnant on 11th November 2019 and gave birth on August 2020. It was a COVID baby. Yeah, congratulate me, guys. Congratulate me. Fucking hell, dude. Uh, Conception was it's called conception, right? I don't even know. 11th November 2019 and child popped out on I don't know 10th August 2020 during during COVID. But didn't her family that disown her because fucking entire child is there? Okay, so what happened with the families after the court marriage happened, right? The families not even know that the court marriage happened because if the child popped out in 2020, then the family has to know somewhere in the region, right? So I need to think about it. So how did we even that is like a okay, that's a separate story. How did we no, that can't be a separate story. That has to be the story. So now brainstorming on how we broke the news to our respective parents. Ha. I'm the guy, I don't care. I adore her. So I would like choose her over everyone in this whole damn universe, right? So you know what, mom, dad, deal with it. I have a joke, but I won't make that joke anymore because too much dark humor. But you know what, mom, dad, deal with it. I married and I had a child. Yeah, I'm a dad now. I am wasting my entire life, but you know what? I love her. I loved her more than anything in this whole damn world, and I would like to spend the rest of my time on earth with her. And you know what? I don't even care. To that, of course, I should have been disowned. I should have been killed. My body should have been brought to the streets and then left for the dogs to eat. I would have been found dead. I would have like there would have been candlelight marches for me. No, there wouldn't have candlelight marches for me, but I would have been dead. metaphorically. But then I am the child, man. I am the elder son. They have to, accept the new. Whoa, what am I doing, man? Why am I doing this video? Okay, so fucking hell. So yeah, yeah, my parents accepted. They had to accept her. They like scolded me. They said whatever, but I was like, you know what? Just like the Bengali serials, the bow is here. Do whatever the fuck you want. And what happened to her family? I don't know. Maybe they kicked her out. She lives with me. Yeah, sure. Well, let's go with it. They kicked her out, and she lives with me. Once parents, once parents uh, knew they kicked her out, and she came to me, and my parents almost ma- made me not alive. There's also that police case wala angle, right? Maybe like, the parents said something like this guy influenced her and, he should be in jail, but then she maybe influenced her and influenced them and said that no, it's not his thing. We decided together or something like that. I don't want to write it down here, but like because that would be too much details and too dark, but it's okay. That didn't happen. We settled it amicably. So then, yeah, conception was on 11th November 2019 and child popped out on 10th August 2020. And that takes care of, all of it because she's in my house. Yay, the child is in the house. Woohoo. Photos, no photos because parents are still angry. And no one will want to take any photos. It's, because, oh, society, where's the society angle? सोसाइटी में क्या जवाब देंगे why is she living with us oh my god what the fuck I did not think about society anymore what would people say Vijay Shatabdi I don't know people would be like oh good for you you know what you want at this day and age and so you know what good for you dude good for you your first child popped in 10th August 2020 people came with sweets not my own parents though but people came with sweets how in COVID they took that pass which we used to get in COVID to, get like, drive around in the city. Maybe they did that. Maybe who knows? So that happened, and then they came. I got maybe I got a PS5. Inside joke. Yeah, yeah. Because I that is an inside joke because I have promised someone in my friend group that once he has this first, he's going to have three children. That is his plan. Once he has like every child that pops out, every child who is birthed, I'll give a PS5 for each one of them. So maybe you know what? 2020, I got a PS5. 2020, my PS5 did not launch. What is the launch date of PS5? Uh, Launch date PS5. Oh my God. Oh my. Achha, so it was not launched. Okay, so the birth happened in August 2020. So the PS5 did not launch yet. So I got the PS4. Maybe I got the PS4. Where is it? Where am I? Huh. So I got the PS4. I'll talk about them in a separate story. They are also an interesting couple. So whatever. August 10th, August 2020, the first child popped up, and the society was happy at large. They were judging. Of course, they were judging internally. Everyone's homes were like, "Oh my God, this scandalous behavior. These people got married at the age of whatever 21, and then of their own free will, they are consenting adults, but they got married and they are still in college. Oh my God, how could they? Such a bad thing." हाँ इसका तो किसी को जॉब भी नहीं लगा है but that makes sense but जो भी first child part of the 10th August 2020 and what is the first child's name Sandhya so Sandhya was born on happy birthday Sandhya 10th August 2020 everyone wished Sandhya on 10th August 2020 okay so now that first child came around on 2020 uh, okay, so and lockdown lifted in 2022. So right, maybe I can do. I'll skip around this about how we made like the first child a human being or whatever. Those are like corny shit. Everyone has the same story. I remember the first was first whatever. I remember the first time my child walked, which was a day, which was in around 10th August 2021. I remember her first steps. I remember when I used to pick her up on my shoulders and used to also act like a horseback for her. All of this sappy shit I'll have to tell in front of them and shed a one or two tears, but that I can do like impromptu. I don't have a problem with that. The tears maybe that would be a little overkill because office mein who cries? You're like you're not a dude if you cry. So of course. So all of that shit I can do off the top of my head. I don't need to write it down. That does not need to be a part of the storyboarding. But yeah, for the purposes of like details, 10th August 2020 is the first when is when the first child popped out. When did the second child popped out? Second child popped out maybe in Hyderabad in 2022 once the lockdown lifted. So in 2022, I came to Hyderabad, and the second child popped out, uh, which is Roshan. Roshan Mirabai. So Roshan popped out in Roshan popped out in 2022, and then we are still a happy family till now. There are still toxic things going on, this and that, this and that. But I think we have mostly covered out how did we meet and how did we meet both the wife and the children. So you know what, Roshan's also the same thing. Second time I was a little more chilled out because the second time I'm a parent, and both are like 2022, which means I'm like out of college. So first child is like on the third year. So second child, third year, second child is whatever in the like first year after job. I'm in like Hyderabad right now for the purposes of like you know what, oh yeah, you know what, I made it. Even though I was like I had a child and I had to do all of that shit like the diapers and all, I still I'm in Hyderabad. So that is still now life is like good enough. I've left like stopped eating non-veg. I have stopped listening to or watching the good movies and all, and now is when the things will start getting bad, which I think I'll do it in the next video. Next video will be about trouble in paradise. Yeah, I think it's a good stopping point. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.